No progress was made today in the latest round of talks between the Croatian government and health sector trade unions. Health sector employees have threatened to strike as their collective agreement from 2011 has been annulled, and they are facing pay cuts of 10 to 30%. The two unions representing Croatian doctors and nurses today were offered the same material rights as before and agreed to continue negotiations next week, while the third, representing other health workers, was not, and so has threatened to begin a general strike later this month. In international news, Kenya's main international airport has been closed after a huge fire broke out there early this morning. The cause of the fire at Nairobi's airport is not known, and there is no evidence that it is connected to terrorism. No casualties have been reported so far, and the fire has been contained. In Argentina's third biggest city, Rosario, an explosion caused by a gas leak in a residential building has killed at least 8 people and injured more than 60. Another 13 people are unaccounted for as emergency teams continue to search for survivors. The first case of human-to-human transmission of the new strain of bird flu has been reported in China. According to the British Medical Journal, a 32-year-old woman was infected after caring for her father. Both later died. Experts stress that this doesn't mean the virus has developed the ability to spread easily between humans. Egypt's interim presidency says international efforts to resolve the political crisis there have failed, blaming the Muslim Brotherhood. Diplomats from the US, the EU, Qatar and the United Arab Emirates have been trying to help resolve the political stalemate, calling for an all-inclusive political dialogue. More than 250 people have been killed in political unrest since President Mohamed Morsi was ousted from power on the 3rd of July. The US government has sued the Bank of America for fraud relating to mortgage-backed securities worth $850 million. The securities were issued at the beginning of 2008, but then collapsed during the economic crisis. The government alleges that the bank knowingly misled investors about the quality and safety of their investments. Investors allegedly lost more than $100 million. Back to Croatia, and Croatian citizens have until midnight tonight to submit their request to reprogram any tax debts they might have. The Croatian Tax Administration says that 15,000 people have submitted requests so far. Around 5,300 requests have been approved, and decisions on the remainder will be made by the 15th of August. In arts and entertainment, the 3-day Terraneo Music Festival begins in Šibenik today. According to the Forbes magazine, it is one of the best summer music festivals in Europe. Dozens of bands will be playing over the 3 days and nights, with The Prodigy, Wu-Tang Clan, Calexico and My Bloody Valentine heading the bill. Those in the Croatian capital can continue to enjoy the summer evenings on Stros Festival, which is held in Zagreb's upper town. Every night up until the 15th of September, various cultural happenings are on offer for all ages. In sport, the Croatian men's basketball team last night lost its first preparatory match for next month's European Championships in Slovenia. Despite leading for the first half of the game, Croatia lost to Macedonia for a final score of 74-78. In football, Dinamo Zagreb are playing the Moldovan side Sheriff this evening in the return leg of the third round of qualifiers for the Champions League. Dinamo won the first match in Zagreb 1-0. Kick-off was at 7 p.m. and the match is being covered by HRT4. And in ice hockey, Zagreb's Medveščak are reorganizing their team as they prepare themselves for the forthcoming season. Yesterday they won a friendly game against the Russian side Torpedo 3-1. Thursday's forecast calls for mostly sunny and very hot weather. In the afternoon there could be some isolated rain showers and thunderstorms in places, mostly in higher regions. Winds inland will be weak to moderate, southeasterly and southwesterly. On the coast there'll be a weak southwesterly wind. In some places visibility at sea will be reduced to less than a kilometre. Early morning temperatures are between 18 and 23 degrees Celsius inland, between 22 and 27 degrees on the coast, will give way to the day's highs of between 35 and 40 degrees, even hotter in parts of the Dalmatian hinterlands.